where's my hat? Hold on. Hello, it's Don from the Nearly Historical Railroad channel. So we do model railroading stuff. I'm gonna show you kind of what we're doing and what we're building and constructing and whatnot. So anyways, I'm gonna show you around and show you some things that my dad has done while I was out of town. And gonna do some stuff over Kenosha, work on some mountain stuff. And yeah, so we're gonna do that. All right. Okay, this is our area in Romley. So my dad got some fascia board started. He still needs to cut a little bit. We just decided how we're gonna cut that part, so he's got it kind of ready to go. He did get this side done, and we're kind of leaving a little lip on here just so there's some more protection. And this just kind of turned out kind of interesting, kind of cool, so you can get to the light switches. So I said, well, we definitely have to add some dirt down there and some grass, maybe a little road and a car. Can't leave anything unsceneried, right? Unscenic, that's it. So anyways, he got that fascia board there, and across the way in Cimarron, he got fascia board on and painted with that area. So that all looks very nice. So the standard gauge layout that we obtained had black fascia board on it. So we're just continuing that with that. And for the most part, the opposite side of the room is the HON3 stuff or dual gauge, and that was brown fascia board. So we're just kind of keeping with that on that side. And again, that is Romley over there, and we have this mine, which I always forget what it's called, so I'm not even gonna say it. But last time I had a cardboard template for fascia board, but he actually got it cut out of actual wood and secured and painted. And again, he left kind of this lip here, which is good because we're actually gonna have another turnout here and a little bit more of that siding. And it's close to the edge, so yeah, so we got that on there. And this looks good also. So again, here's Cimarron, and this is a new part of the layout that we've built. This is some of the existing standard gauge layout, and we've had to reconstruct this mountain. So you've seen this, but my dad got more of the back side of that done. So here's the back side of that mountain. There's still some more painting to do, but this actually looks pretty good from back here. And if you look at it from this angle, it is kind of a pointy ridge, and well, whatever, that's fine. But we don't want to make the mountain like wider or bigger because there's actually an access hole back here, right there. And so we don't want to bring the mountain and cover that up. But you don't really see that when you're normally looking at the layout. And from here, I mean, that mountain looks fine. It's kind of cool. So that's that. So my dad, the other Don, he's repurposing a 1x4, and let me show you why. Here we are in the Palisades area, which when I was off in Kansas, Scott was actually here, and he got this ground throw put in. That's why we kind of stopped doing the scenery there, because we needed to get that in. It's almost all the way wired, just gotta connect it to the bus line there. Here's our Kenosha Pass area, and that board that my dad is fiddling with at the moment. You can hear that. We're gonna put that across here. So we don't really have a front edge for this bottom down here, and we really needed to do this part of the scenery while we do all of this up here. So we're gonna run that across that way, maybe get some fascia board up, then we can do this. And I've left this kind of open to interpretation for years now, but now we're at the point where we have to do something with it. So we're gonna put that in, give us more of a front here so we can do this part of the scenery also, because that needs to happen when we do all of this. We have this lake up here and the Y up here, and then this track down here. And I didn't want to have this straight cliff that comes straight down from the lake all the way down to this track. So I kind of broke it into two different kind of levels. Made this so this middle one so it kind of slopes down. But I really just don't like the way it's looking. Scott kind of agrees with me. So I'm gonna ponder this little situation here, and knowing that I can come down in front here more, that helps. But I think I'm gonna, before we get too much further with this and start doing rock molds and stuff, I think I wanna maybe explore different options and maybe try something else here. So here comes our piece of wood for that corner. Gave my dad a cardboard template. He's gonna go and cut that. And that's gonna be fascia board that will go in here. And I got this little piece put in. Okay, so I came up with a new technique. Maybe it's brand new, maybe no one's ever seen it. Maybe everybody does it and I just discovered it myself. Anyways, I'm trying to do something with the mountains. I don't know what it's called, but it's a certain kind of erosion that you would see kind of towards the top of a ridge, I'm guessing. So let me show you what I've got at this moment. Okay, it looks interesting, but the idea is that this part here is more dirt, and then from here down it'll be more rock. In between here it's gonna dip down, and that'll probably be more just dirt and talus all the way through. This will probably be dirt from up here, that matching that stuff. Down to this here will be more rock, same thing here, more rock here, and then from here up it'll be kind of this kind of dirt. In between it will dip down and be more of a talus kind of rock. And so all that rock, you know, would like come down this way and kind of create this one. And then it'll be more rock here. Same thing would have happened here, but I'm gonna say that they either made a cut or daylighted a tunnel or whatever, same thing. The talus would come through here and then start spreading out again here down to this, but they've cut that out. So I'm gonna start doing some Hydrocal. I don't have probably all the paper in place. I've never done this kind of thing before. So I'm just gonna try to cover these first, and then I'll come back and do these in-between parts, dip down. We're gonna see how this turns out, but I think it'll add a lot of neat visual interest. Also, the fascia board we got glued on. It's clamped up right now. So it's dark outside, but I'm gonna go change. We're gonna set up a light and see if we can do a bowl or two of Hydrocal and just kind of see what happens here. All right, be back with you in a moment. So let's take our strips of printer paper, put it in the Hydrocal and put it on there. It's all about the thickness and timing, because the stuff sets up fast. If it's too thin, it's no good. Gotta wait just a little bit, then it's perfect, and then you start using it, and then pretty soon it's almost too thick. So he's adding a little bit to this area back by Cimarron. Okay, dried my hands off so I can show you this. Like I said, I'm kind of making this up as I go. But you can see I have these main ones. I don't know what I'm calling them. But I have paper and Hydrocal over most of it. But so the idea is, again, is that talus and dirt kind of come down through here and kind of cut this out. But then it gets through here and kind of spreads out again. And then becomes steep. And that's how like all of these maybe were, but here they cut through here for the track. So now that I have these in place and they've had a little bit of time to set up, I'm gonna go back in and do these parts down inside here. That's the theory anyways. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so I've just kind of added in some newspaper into those little slots just so they're not quite as deep and pronounced. And I'm gonna go back to Hydrocaling. I'm getting a little Hydrocal on my camera, so you're just gonna have to wait and see what happens here.
Look at this amazing demonstration. The Remington is so gentle that it can shave the short, close fuzz off a peach without harming its tender skin.
All right. like 9:45. Dad's wrapping up the cord that we use for the light outside. I think we're done for the night. Well, it's 9:45 and we should stop at some point. So, let me show you where we're at though now with the Kenosha Pass area. Yeah, okay, I'll explain something in a second. Okay, so this is how it looks now. And I'm calling it Kenosha Pass area, but really this lower section down here that's white you're looking at isn't technically that. Really, Kenosha Pass is this pond up here and the Y and everything. But you can see here now kind of more what's going on. There's some rock molds to do, and then I will probably fill in some of the spots with some sculptamold type of stuff. But there's a lot more visually going on with this part of the mountain now. I like this much better. Scott's not here this evening, but I think he will approve of this also. So, I like this. Just kind of move my light so you can kind of see the shadows and the definition of that area there. It's just much better than these two kind of flat, straight lines I was ending up with. All right, so turned half the lights out because we're going home. Okay, well, Dad just has to walk across the yard. I got a little bit to drive. Anyways, I'm glad we did what we did and we weren't too far along to kind of go ahead and stop and change and mix stuff up a little bit. If you got kind of a different idea as you're going along, don't be afraid to try it out. If you've been watching our videos a lot of times, we've torn out stuff that was completely already done and we've changed it. So this was like nothing major to kind of change it up, but I'm way happier with it. I can kind of see it from here and it looks better. So I'm glad I did that. So don't be afraid to look at something and be okay with changing. You look at it, step away from it for a while, go to Kansas for a while, come back, and then look at it, like, nah, I'm just not happy with that. So it's okay, change it up, you know. Just what's a little more Hydrocal? Hey, my dad picked up some more Hydrocal. We can't get it here locally, so we gotta drive over the mountain to get it. It's kind of funny. But anyways, Dad's got some more Hydrocal, so we're probably gonna at some point have a big rock mold party, do rock molds. But I'm glad we did this. This is cool. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button. Just, you know, hit that. Subscribe if you want. That's cool. But hit the like button. They say that makes YouTube happy. And whatever. We want to make YouTube happy because then more people like you will get to enjoy this craziness that we're doing. Anyways, yes, subscribe. My dad says do subscribe. So anyways, thank you everybody that's out there. Hope you're having a good summer. And well, fall now. So anyways, we will catch you next time. Yeah, I just feel like I haven't seen you in a while, so now I'm having trouble saying goodbye again. Anyways, well, goodbye, and just goodbye.